Good morning, everybody. We are back on the show that is called TBR SSF Show. TBR simply means the big R solution. It is myself, the Saubrey Boyz Walefatshe. I'm joined by Saddam Maake. Swim, how are you doing?
Morning, bonjour, hello, Saturday morning, and comrades and listeners, and all the show must go on. Thank you very much to be on the show.
Right, let's get started. There's quite a lot that has happened past week, but today I want us to talk about what we saw in the media, which is not palatable at all. The spat between Rhulani Mokwena and also the coach of TS Galaxy, and in the mix, Coach Hugo Bros was there. So it doesn't sound good for our football. Look, I like Rhulani, but we'll have to talk about this. And I just want to hear your opinion. What's your take? What do you think about this? Hearing, people throwing whatever that they were throwing, and then yes, some people might say, no, let's keep it in the family. But maybe people need to learn, how to behave. All right. So, but before we go there, let's look at the games NetBank. We know that Amazulu, they've beaten Royal AM, which was a local derby. And then TS Galaxy, they've beaten Golden Arrows. And then, so those are some of the exciting news for Amazulu. And then, we'll watch this page very closely. And then, as I can say, TF Galaxy, they've beaten Royal AM. And then, they've beaten Golden Arrows. So now TS Galaxy is going to the next round. And then we also know that Amazulu, they have won against Royal AM, a local derby. So yeah, so those are some of the games that played, and then apparently the draw has come out. So we'll give you the draw soon to tell you exactly what's happening. Now, while we are still there trying to get things going, let me welcome Tshepang. Tshepang, greet the viewers, and then welcome to the show.
Yes, good morning to the viewers out there, to you also, Mr. Shabalala, and to you, Mr. Saddam. Thank you very much.
All right. Look, we also have Banyana, who have won 3-0, in fact, not even 3-1. They won 3-0 in their game. And now Banyana are making us proud. And then Saddam, I know you want to talk about that. What do you want to say about that one? Banyana game. A quick one?
Yeah, thanks, comrade, and Tshepang Day, Madam Joe. And I think they done their job easily, especially away. The first leg, they win 3-0. Next week, Tuesday, they're coming to Mbombela. I think it's just to wrap up because supporters will be there. And they already make it raw. We're going to play Zambia on the fire. We're really going to play Zambia. But 3-0, I don't think they will come back. No magic out among that. And I want to tell the people that I will have a transport on Tuesday morning, 9:30 from Safa House to Pretoria, to Tembisa, 10:30. And it's going to be at Tshwane Bosman to fetch the brass band, because we're going to use the brass band. We'll be in Mbombela Nelspruit at Alga Mall and taxi rank to do activation, people must buy the tickets at 50 rand each for adults, 20 rand for children, schoolers, or whatever.
Okay.
But activation started up past 1, the game started up past 7, so we're ready for that.
All right, let's move on. Let's move on because time is not against us. Guys, the other thing that I would like to share with you, which I want to hear your opinion on it. I've seen an article on Facebook about Patrice Motsepe, all right? Dr. Patrice Motsepe, the man has done well. Apparently, he refused to, he had already accumulated $6.5 million in salaries, but he never took that money. Instead, he threw it back to a CAF, and then for the CAF competition. And then remember, even Motsepe Foundation has invested about 13.53 million US dollars, and then to assist the sponsors or to assist the CAF competition. And I'm told that people in CAF, they want him to continue. And then, in fact, he's the best president for CAF so far. So that's very good. And then now, I want us to move on. Tshepang, I don't know whether you saw this. Rhulani Mokwena, we had stories that, you know, he, what do you call, he didn't do something that is palatable. And as a result, remember, I don't know, let me just give you the story, how it went about, okay? We are told that Coach Rhulani, he was asked a question about the spat between him and the coach of TS Galaxy. And then also Hugo Bros, as you, I don't know whether you can see my sharing, if you cannot, but I think you cannot. And then so that you see that. Then he was asked, what's happening there? He said, no. Can you see the sharing?
Yes, I can.
And then he said, no, it's water under the bridge. I've spoken to Hugo Bros. I've spoken to Ramovic, Sid Ramovic. And then, so nothing, it's something that is dead and buried. But here, Sid Ramovic came out during the Nedbank Cup, and then to set the record straight, he said Rhulani lied. He said Rhulani called him. Rhulani did not apologize. Instead, Rhulani was insulting him, telling him, do you know who I am? You know which family I represent, from which family that I come from. And then he hanged up, all right? And well, at some point, Rhulani said there is peace between him and Hugo Bros. And then the coach, which is Sid Ramovic, said, no, I spoke to Hugo Bros. Hugo Bros said, no, this guy never called me. I think they've spoken, but he don't want to apologize. The Bros did not apologize, or Rhulani. Neither one of the two apologized. Then, which means Rhulani lied again. So then Ramovic asked Bruce, can I speak about it? He said, no, with my permission, go ahead and speak about it. So what's your take about this, Tshepang? And before you go there, let me remind you, this is my cup, Big Art Foundation, courtesy of Peter Zongwane Primary School. Thank you.
Yeah, I think it's a matter of too many egos involved and arrogance as well from all three coaches. So I don't really know how it actually started, but it's just a back and forth, you know. We thought that Coach Rhulani and Coach Hugo Bros bent their feud when Bafana was playing in the AFCON. That's what we have read. And then now the TS Galaxy coach is involved again with Coach Rhulani. I saw that he was even saying that he should have a backbone, that he should always have a plan B when it comes to his squad. He should stop complaining when the fixtures are a lot as well. I saw that they were saying that he's a coach. He should make use of the squad that he has because he's got a lot of players in his squad. So I saw that he went at him with that again. So, but I'm not really sure what's the cause of this feud between the all three of the coaches, but especially between Coach Ramovic and Rhulani. I think this one, I don't know, maybe it needs a bit of clarity. Hopefully one day when TS Galaxy will play against Sundowns, maybe at the press conference, we'll actually find out what's happening between the two.
No. Ramovic alleges that Rhulani lied. In fact, what he portrayed that Rhulani is a lie. All right. So that's what he said. And then I think it's Hugo Bros who said Rhulani is a good coach. He should not be a mini Mourinho or Pep Guardiola. All right. So I don't know. Is it wrong if I idolize somebody and I emulate him? What about the players who emulate your Ronaldo? We've seen the players like Mokwena celebrating Ronaldo's celebration, the Sue celebration. Is it wrong for Rhulani to, emulate his idol? Saddam, what's your take?
Yeah, I think to me, I thought that was done when we heard the story that Mokwena smoke a piece with the coach. We thought it's over. I remember we talked about that one last week. Mokwena and coach, we apologize to each other, everything's okay. But now when we hear, it means it's not, because now I can see it's hot. They are calling names, calling each other and whatever. I think now I can see in the PSL, they didn't say anything because this is 1-1 among the two. But they might lead by example because they are the leaders of the teams and the heroes who are watching them. But I think the two, for me to think properly, Bruce, he doesn't talk too much. He only talks when he talks about these players, but he always goes straight to the point. I think, to me, I'm not saying I'm against Rhulani. I think Rhulani didn't apologize they didn't apologize each other among the two. I think the TS Galas coach is right, never. I think he must start it now, the two must just go and apologize each other. But I know Bruce is not the guy who can talk whatever. He's going to tell straight yes or no. But if he say no, meaning they never talk each other about the apology. But maybe the 2 or 3 of them, they need anger management because somebody must come in between the PSL to say, guys, you put the name of the PSL dispute and whatever. But now if they go 1-1, it's going to be a problem. What will happen if Sundown play against
TS Galaxy?
It's going to be a problem.
Okay, Saddam, I hear what you are saying, but at the same time, it doesn't give Coach Bruce a right to say why Rhulani wants to be a mini Mourinho or Pep Guardiola. There's anything wrong with a person idolizing somebody? I'm saying the players are celebrating the Sue celebration. I don't see anything wrong with that. So even Bruce himself, he should take the blame. I mean, why did he utter those words? And then if he felt strongly that he needs to be himself, I would have expected him to have communicated that information directly to Rhulani, to say, man, I like you, you're doing a good job, because whether we like it or not, Rhulani is a good coach. Rhulani knows what he's doing, and you can see, and then, and I'm not saying the other coaches are not good. Tshepang, what's your take about that? I mean, how do you feel? I mean, for me, I would have appreciated if Hugo Bros communicated this thing with Rhulani first Okay, and then Rhulani did want to listen. But the next question, even if you tell me that I behave like Jomo, because I idolize Jomo, what is wrong with that, Tshepang?
Yeah, no, there's nothing wrong with that. I mean, with all the coaches, even in Europe right now, they actually, I would say the upcoming coaches, they actually idolize the higher coaches that are there at the top at the moment. You know, Xabi Alonso looks up to Pep Guardiola as well. Xavi as well looks up to Pep Guardiola. Xabi Alonso as well looks up to Carlo Ancelotti. So they all take something from each other because of right now the way football has evolved. There's coaches in other leagues or in other clubs that look at other coaches in the big teams and how they train, their training manuals, their games, and how they possess their characters. I mean, Jose Mourinho, your Arsene Wenger's, they've got books, they've got documentaries on their whole soccer journey, the training manuals and all of that. So you're telling me our coaches can't pick those certain characters from them and implement them in their game of style? I mean, just check the trend on how Sundowns is playing. It's similar to how Man City is playing, maybe that side, your Barcelona's, so they take something and implement it in their style of play, which is nothing wrong, and how they possess as well in terms of their character. If they idolize those guys, then it's a good thing because it's working for them and the players as well. So I don't see nothing wrong with it. Yes, there is a bit of element. He is himself as a coach. You have your own identity, which I believe Rhulani has. But there's also that thing whereby he looks up to his mentors based on certain characters, which I don't see nothing wrong with it. So yes, you are right. I think Coach Hugo Broz could have spoke to Coach Rhulani first on the side and maybe clear out the air and clarify everything that's happening.
Now, let's talk about Sid Ramovic. Do you agree with him coming to a press conference, Nedbank press conference, and spill the beans? Do you think was it justified for him? Let me go to Saddam first. Was it justified for Sid to say, no, this guy is a liar, give, chronological how event evolved? Was he correct himself? Saddam? Okay, Tshepang, come in. Yeah, Saddam is like struggling.
I think when I see the statement for, hello, can you hear me?
I can hear you now, yeah. Although you are breaking, but say, yeah, we can hear you.
No.
Yeah, we can hear you, but you are breaking. I don't know why.
Okay, now I said when I see the statement of Bruce, the last one, I'm sure day before yesterday, he was saying, no, Rhulani is a good coach, but he must be himself. He must not be like whatever. So I thought maybe he was say something among that. But for the TS Colors coach to come in, because you think people from South Africa will try to attack the foreign coach. That's why we are trying to defend the issue of Bruce that they never talk. Because remember, when you take the phone and call Bruce and say, hey, it's true that you apologize to each other until you find out, no, they didn't. That means they're trying to protect each other because they're foreigners. I think that is the issue. But we can't blame you as well because only when we see that they are calling names and whatever, because that is not good. But at the end of the day, let's see what the PSL will say, maybe themselves.
All right, Saddam. Your line is absolutely not good. It really caused havoc. Tshepang, answer that question. Saddam, maybe you need to move the position. That line is not good, absolutely. And then Tshepang, what's your take? Was it correct for Sid Ramovic to come out and say all what he has said? Do you agree with him? Was this proper? Was the platform proper?
No, I think if they had their own issues, this is something that could have been dealt with internally, you know. It's not the first time Coach Ramovic has complained about Rhulani, even the beginning of the season, whereby he was complaining, not actually complaining, but saying that Sundowns shouldn't be complaining about the number of games or fixtures that are tight because they've got a bigger squad. Like he just went at him like that. So it's not the first time he has come out like this openly and just address a Rhulani Mokwena issue. So for me personally, I don't know what's his problem with Rhulani. Uh, Based on the way he responds, you know, it's probably something maybe deep or something maybe not too deep, but he's just it comes with his arrogance in a matter of how he's actually expressing and dealing with this whole matter. But that's
All
what I'm
right.
saying. It's not the first.
All right.
Yes.
All right. Let's look at the content. He also alleges that Rhulani went inside the dressing room of Bafana Bafana to talk to his players, which is unbecoming. So, should we take that one out? Because if you look at that, if really Rhulani did that, it's uncalled for. Why do you do that? All right. That's my opinion.
Yeah, but remember there was a video, sorry to cut you, Mr. Shabalala. Remember there was a video when Bafana was playing, I think against, was it the Morocco game where we saw Coach Rhulani was at Cote d'Ivoire, yes, at that stadium. He was holding a walkie-talkie, but we don't know who he was talking to. But he was right by the pitch side. I don't know how, but yeah, that's when the Sundowns players were camping right in Ivory Coast for the mid-season break. But we never saw her that
his allegation was no, it's fine. His
that's
allegations was
yes, we never saw
I'm running out of time. His allegation is he went to the dressing room of another coach, speak to his players. You know what? This one, if Rhulani did it, it's unbecoming.
Yeah.
It's unbecoming of a coach. How do you do that? All right? I'm not defending Seed. And the other thing, we need to balance this thing. Is Seed coming out because he's fed up? To say, you know what, this guy, he tells everybody to say he spoke to us, and he never spoke to us. All right? I think Rhulani himself also have to look himself in the mirror and evaluate. He's a good coach. I respect him a lot. All right? So I expect better from him. Well, they need to sit down and talk about it. I'm sure even Sundowns would look at this, and then even PSL, because this is like putting everything into this report. Guys, the time is out, but people out there, you can make your own decision. Was this called for? Either side. Was Rhulani supposed to do that? Hugo Bross, as a national coach, was he supposed to tell us that Rhulani is behaving this way? Was Seed also correct to do what he did? So make your opinion. We are just giving you the news. You can make your own opinion. Bid the viewers farewell, Tshepang.
Yeah, no, thank you very much, Mr. Shabalala, and to the viewers out there, and to you also, Mr. Saddam.
Thanks, last one. Saddam, Swengu.
Yeah, thank you, comrade, and Thabo. We'll see you soon. To all, everyone, thank for Banyana to win. We'll see you on Tuesday morning. Thank you very much, and have a good weekend.
The sound is much better. You could have taken that position earlier on. Thank you so much. Bye-bye.